My screen. Okay, I think we are going here. This is Jason Ruff. I'm in the September 26th cohort, and this is my week one lab recording, take one here. Um, I would like to pull up the lab. Okay, just for reference, I'll get the lab pulled up here. Okay. So we were given a prompt. We had a file here that we were given. This is what I worked off for the instructions. So what you can see over here in the right pane on my screen were the instructions. For me, I kind of worked within the instructions. So if you look on my VS Code here, you'll see the instructions worked in. So for the boilerplate, I just used that shortcut that we learned in chapter one. So hit the exclamation point and tabbed out, and then it gave me all of this good stuff up here. Title, the meta name, and all that we learned from the HTML research project as well. And then I just went down the list here. I read them all first, and then I just did them in order from top to bottom. So I added my H1 header here, a trip to Tokyo, and then surrounded that with the header element tags there. We added our image here as well. I think that came in a later step, but they wanted that below the header, and then you'll see in step 4 here, above the main. We were given some parameters with that. So I believe this is an example of inline styling. We would put the width right there. And then there are alt tag for accessibility purposes. And then step 3 here was after the header, surround all of the other context in a main tag. So I did my opening main, and then all this code wasn't here. And then I just dropped my closing main down here. So that's kind of my first 4 steps here. It looks like I jumped around a little bit more here. So next we added an H2 heading tag to each of the section titles. These were the different section titles we were given. So while I was doing the assignment, I just kind of stacked these and then did them each. So kind of here's section 1, here's section 2, and just kind of followed the prompt there, which I'm losing here. Yep. Things to do, things to see, images like that. So I just had those stacked, and then I started building them out later. But that was step 5. Step 6. Add an H3 heading to the last tag. So again, as I was just stacking these, I just made the last one an H3. All the other 2 you can see are H2s. Step 7, in the main section, surround the text with the paragraph page. So a paragraph tag. So there's my paragraph tag, and then just copied and pasted this text. I imagine if we were working with a client, they would give us those text snippets that their copywriting team wrote. So copy pasting is probably pretty common in this use case. Step 8, each area of text is split up into sections by comments. So this part was kind of funny. I see the word sections was capitalized, so I thought to myself, are they wanting us to make section elements? Would divs work here? That led me down to kind of research what's the difference between like the section and the div elements. And I got to use that research knowledge on the Lab01 research assignment, so you'll see some of my notes there. But I went with the very literal interpretation of this assignment. So where it said sections, I created actual section elements. Which I think is the right use case. I did take a peek at the answers, so I did see a lot of section elements. So I think I nailed that one. And then here's where we kind of build out these different sections. So it says, okay, now that you had the section heading, things to do and see, we want to create an unordered list. So that's my UL element right there. And then we added our different list items that they gave us. So that was 9. In step 10, we just keep moving our down into section 2 here. And this one, they wanted to see some images. We had some parameters here and some alt tags. We were able to add these images right from the same folder. So I think I just typed these out actually, images/garden, just to kind of get used to that cadence since the folder was right there in the HTML simple website folder with our HTML index. That's why we included the folder name there. Step 11 in section 3 surround the text in a paragraph tag, similar to what we did above there, just added the paragraph, open and closing tags, copied and pasted the content. Moving down in section 4, created another unordered list. So we just did our UL tag, added our list items. And then for our last one, this is our H3 in section 5, create an ordered list with the top 5 places. So an ordered list, this should show up numbered right there. Copied those, did OL tag for ordered list, same LI list items, opening, closing there. And then right after section 5, use the thematic break. What the heck is a thematic break? So I had to look up that one. That just adds the line there to the page, hopefully. And then step 15, create a footer section. So I just used my footer element here, created by Promeneo Tech. Hey, this was created by Jason Ruff. Down there in the footer. Well, let's see how this renders. We learned in a previous assignment, we added an extension that creates a live server. So it should just launch in a browser window. Boom. Look at that. There's our website. Looks fairly formatted. So we can see our unordered lists here. Things to do and see. That's our up section 1. Things to do or see right here. So there we go. There's our section. Here's our images put next to each other nicely. They all have the same width. 300. Cool. Getting there and where to stay. Oh, there's our ordered list down here. So you can see the numbers 1 through 5, indicating our ordered list right there. And then our footer created by Promeneo Tech. We're still assigning ownership there, but that's what the assignment said to put. So we'll put that. That's great. So this is my first one. I loaded it to I kind of practiced launching it to my GitHub. So if you can see in this tab here, it's not my GitHub. Oh, here's my GitHub. It should be up here, Jason Ruff HTML simple website. I think this is loaded correctly. This was my first GitHub load here. So, you can see it down here in the terminal where I was kind of playing around with that. I had to work through some errors, but I used GPT for that. And yeah, Lab 1, here we go in the books. I appreciate any feedback. Thank you. All right.